Welcome to the Lobby-O Draft Spectacular.
Today, we went around Westboro High School asking students and staff about what they think the NFL draft will be like today.
Now we're going to send it out to Jared. Enjoy the program.
Thanks, guys. Electricity is in the air tonight as the NFL draft is set to take place. There's a lot leading up to this and a lot of teams with some tough decisions to be made. I'm with local sports head Garrett. We're going to find out a couple of takes that he has regarding tonight's event. So, who do you think's going number one?
I think Trevor Lawrence has got number one locked in. It'll be interesting to know because all the hype he has, and I honestly think he might be a bust. Not gonna lie. And then Justin Fields is another good option. And the Jags got number one pick there. So yeah, that should be interesting.
So, who do you think is like a sleeper in tonight's draft? Who do you think some people are not really looking at, but they might make a big impact on the next level?
Mac Jones might be a sleeper. I know Bill Belichick's looking at him a lot, so the pass might be interested, but it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. And last question, who's your favorite team and who do you hope that they'll take tonight?
My favorite team's the Patriots, and I'm hoping we get a quarterback. Because Cam Newton can't do the job. Maybe Mac Jones or Justin Fields.
Well, good input, and we'll see what happens tonight. Good luck. Best of luck to your team. I was also able to get a chance to catch up with football connoisseur Ethan Last to see what he thought about tonight's draft. So, Ethan, who do you think is going number one overall?
I think Trevor Lawrence is the definite number one pick. And, my Falcons are drafting number 4 tonight, so I hope they trade away that pick. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see. So you mentioned that you were a Falcons fan. Kind of hard to figure that out, but I was able to come to that conclusion. So what type of move do you think they're going to make tonight, and how do you think they're going to react to the difficult decision that's leading up to tonight?
I'm just praying they don't pick an offensive player. Defense is where we need it. We have a bunch of weapons on offense. We got Julio, Calvin. I mean, there's rumors about Julio getting traded, but I feel like we need a defensive player out there.
And last question, what team do you think is in most desperate need to get a game-changing player in tonight's draft?
I think the Patriots need one. I mean, Cam Newton wasn't looking too hot, and he's still not going to be hot, but we'll see how it goes from there.
Yeah, let's see. Well, thanks for your time. Let's see what happens with the Falcons. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
I was able to get the privilege to catch up with one of the most talented sports brains in all of WHS. Mr. Simon, who do you think is going number one overall in tonight's draft?
Well, it's going to be Trevor Lawrence. He's going to go number one. Jacksonville's actually already sent their playbook to him. So he's definitely going number one. The only way that could ever change is if he broke his leg or broke his neck between now and one. So that's pretty much a done deal.
Do you think there's any sleeper picks that are going to make a direct impact on a team that desperately needs it?
I do. There's always guys that end up getting taken early like that. I actually think there's going to be the opposite of the sleeper pick. I think it's going to be one of those type of guys that people thought was a sleeper who might turn out to be a bust. And you guys can quote me on this. I'm not 100% sold on Trey Lance. I think that he's one of those guys that kind of was a sleeper, and he's gotten so big now, and his name's so up there. The level of competition that he's faced during his time in college has me very worried about his ability to be able to transition into the NFL. So I look at it the opposite way. I think there's a chance that one of these guys could be a real bust, and I think it's going to be him.
Good answer. And with your favorite team being the Patriots, who do you hope that they'll take? And how big of an impact do you think they're going to make year one?
Well, I would like to see them take, there's 2 guys. I would like to see them trade up for Justin Fields if possible. That's going to take a lot to do. I would like to see them take Micah Parsons from Penn State, the linebacker. Parsons has some issues as far as, he got some trouble when he was in college, but kids are kids and they're going to do some stupid things when they're in college. And I think putting them in a program like New England, with Dante Hightower and some of the other veteran linebackers they have, I think it's a perfect place for him, and I think he's going to be a superstar. I really do. The kid reminds me of Patrick Willis and some of the great linebackers that have come into the league over the last 15 years. And if he's there at 15, I think it's really hard for a defensive coach like Bill Belichick to pass him. So Micah Parsons is the guy I think that they're going to take if he's there at 15.
Well, we'll see how tonight plays out. Best of luck to your team, and thank you a lot for your time.
Same to you. Thank you.
Thanks.